Alright, so today we're going to practice on drawing hands.
This one is a huge one. This one is ginormous.
I thought I'd do hands today since
so many YouTubers throughout the years do this.
I remember thinking that in my past years of drawing that most novice artists have trouble drawing hands from all angles, so I thought I'd tackle that today. So let's get started. I will be using my own hand as reference, so yeah. And I'm going to Mick Mueller first. I'm going to sketch it out and then sort of add in details. Let me change my color first. Alright. So right now I'm sketching out the thumb, or the base of the thumb, where it connects to the palm. Then we have our bone right here.
I've seen it. I see it happening to people now.
Then we have the second bone, part of the finger.
I get it. I suffer from generalized anxiety disorder, and yes, there's some days that it gets to me, but I don't put it on this channel. I don't put it on this channel. You know, it's very easy, you know, especially when if you're going through depression, divorce, or your husband's leaving you, your wife is leaving you. It's easy to let it engulf you and just make your whole life.
This is the palm, the actual palm.
Your personal life at home, your health issues, your psychological issues, whatever, off of your channel, because I've seen it being channeled alive.
I'm like sort of drawing an underview or something. So if you're wondering and thinking like, that doesn't look like a hand really, but it actually is. Remember that the middle finger is our longest finger, whether it be male or female. I used to think that hands were one of the hardest things to draw when I first started taking artwork very seriously, but now, as you can see, it's like sort of become second nature type of thing, and now it's just more of a patience / time consuming thing. If you have the patience to take your time to get all the lengths correct for each part of the finger, then you could definitely master drawing hands. So that's just a rough sketch. Okay, now I'm going to try to draw one without looking at my hands, so it's obviously going to be worse, and that's okay, but I have this picture to my left now that I can use.
That are out there that are active on my videos and watch my stuff. Literally, I know
So we have the base of the thumb here.
It is because of you that I can do this and wake up and do this as my living. Because if you didn't support me,
I think I'll draw holding a pencil.
because of you that I am here.
Remember, this is without reference.
Signing out. This is still, like I said in my 100,000 video, just the beginning. There's plenty more to come from me. Have a good one.
Just all from my mind right now. I'm gonna draw through this finger just so I can get the measurement. Okay, so that's all from my imagination. I'd say that's pretty accurate. Draw a finger pointing pretty fast. It's like a really rough sketch. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, now I'm going to use my hand as reference again to, let's see, what should I? I know. I'll draw a hand without reference again, holding a computer mouse from side view. So pretty much like a same view that I did the pencil, somewhat. So instead of actually bending the thumb inwards towards holding the pencil, we're just going to keep our thumb straight. This section might be too thin. Although it could be an effeminate hand or feminine hand. Okay, so that's the palm again, and I'm sketching out right now. There's the here's the edge of the mouse. Let's go ahead and draw it through the hand. Then we have our scroll wheel right here. And because we tend to do a sort of claw, like holding with the mouse. Our hand sort of creates this U-shaped right here. Is that right? Yeah. Let's go ahead and put her hand on the scroll wheel. Or her finger. And because when we do the claw, our knuckles will actually be in just a little bit. They wouldn't be as far out as up here, so. So that's also again without reference. Let's draw a basic, just an open hand. So I am going to use my own hand for reference this time. Probably won't be able to get all the fingers, so that's okay. As long as you understand what's going on in your mind and you already know what to put down on paper, even if you can't, it's totally fine. That's the whole point of drawing, or at least drawing to get better, is that you remember the image in your mind so you can put it down on paper. Remember again that our middle fingers are the longest finger. I think I'm going to probably stop at the... Actually, no, never mind. I'm just gonna go ahead and fill this in. Not gonna draw through the mouse hand for this one. Our pinky, the first bend of the pinky is actually like almost divided in half from this length of this finger, the ring finger. So it's about in half right here. For me, the pinky always seems to be the hardest finger to draw, no matter what position it is in. Especially if it's like a closed fist and you have like a side view or a quarter view, it's always the hardest for me to do. It's because it's It's so small and it's so easy to get incorrect. Let's go ahead and add the love lines here. Alright. So that's how many hands. What's our time? 15 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I figured out how to not make my Photoshop lagging. That would be to turn off Windows arrow, which is basically like a theme for Windows that enables translucent windows or transparent windows. Should probably start another page. This one's almost filled up already, but I'm gonna try to get one last one down here. I have to think about it really quick. I think I'll draw my fists closed from like an underhand view. So starting at the base of the thumb again. This is the palm. This is the wrist. The tricky part that I always remember when drawing bent fingers is this part right here. The skin sort of folds over when there's a crease in the fingers, and sort of makes this almost weird bullet shape, sort of like this. Or actually, my bad, crayon shape actually. So crayon looks more like this. Whereas a bullet is more like that. And a crayon. So I'd say more like, but a really flat, used up crayon, so something like this. Possibly even a bullet shell, that would also work as cartridge. That's another name for that. And where that skin bends would also connect that to a crease. Because our palm's in the way, you won't be able to see the entire next finger. So this sort of shape just repeats throughout all the rest of the fingers. And when our fist is closed, our fingers actually squish each other. And that's something that especially animated artists don't really draw too well. They just draw a closed fist with ignoring this. What's interesting is that because our middle finger is actually the longest finger we have, sometimes when we close our fist, our ring finger will actually be the longest when our fist is closed, which is pretty interesting. It's not something you'd expect. But it's only longer by like, probably like maybe a millimeter. So it's not that big of significance. And as always, the pinky finger is the shortest. So that's that pose. Actually, I got those creases wrong because I'm drawing in the dark here. It should actually be like, there's supposed to be a V shape on the pinky finger. So like you have this line here and then the V shape. I actually drew this too long. So it's always the pinky finger I get wrong. And just put these lines here to indicate bends in the fingers. And that's that pose. I think I'm gonna call it for this video because I don't really have any other poses in mind. Except for like the backhand, but that one's that pose pretty simple. It's just the other way around. If you wanted to mirror the palm drawing, the one that's with the fingers out, basically rotate that and then have nothing on top except for the knuckles and the wrinkle lines for the knuckles. So, and then also the nails. That'd be pretty much it. So, thanks for watching. Also, I am releasing a manga soon on my website, so I'll have a link to that in the description of the video, so be sure to go ahead and, go ahead over there and view it. It'll be up there when it's ready. It's not right now, so probably give or take another few weeks because I'm waiting for someone else to do the coloring for me. So yeah, I will see you in the next tutorial video.